Yeah.
What we know about the Tufts University PhD student detained by federal agents. As the sun began to set Tuesday over Somerville, Massachusetts, Turkish national Rumeysa Ozturk was on her way to meet friends at an Iftar dinner where they would break their Ramadan fast. But she would never make it to the gathering, according to her attorney. Instead, the 30-year-old was arrested and physically restrained by immigration officers near her apartment, close to the Tufts University Somerville campus, where she was a PhD student. Lawyer Mahsa Khanbabai told CNN. 6 plainclothes officers surrounded Ozturk as she walked alone. Neighborhood surveillance video appears to show. The officers did not show their badges until she was restrained, the video shows. Now she is being held at an immigration and customs enforcement facility in Louisiana, according to the Department of Homeland Security. While no charges have been filed against Ozturk, her attorney told CNN Ozturk's visa status has been terminated, according to a statement released by Thursday by Tufts president Sunil Kumar. A federal judge in Boston issued an order late Friday to stop Ozturk from being deported. Judge Denise Casper wrote in the order that Ozturk shall not be removed from the United States until further order from this court. Casper's order directs immigration authorities to stop the deportation proceedings against Ozturk until she can determine whether the Boston court has jurisdiction to decide if Ozturk was lawfully detained. Ozturk is one of several foreign nationals affiliated with prestigious American universities to be arrested for purported activities related to terrorist organizations amid the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. They include Mohammed Khalil, a prominent Palestinian activist, taken into custody this month outside his Columbia University apartment. In her order, Casper cited Columbia graduate and Palestinian activist Mohammed Khalil's case, specifically referencing a New York judge's decision to not allow Khalil to be deported until the court settles whether it has jurisdiction over his case. Khalil and Ozturk's cases share some striking similarities. Both were arrested near their homes without notice. Both were transferred across state lines and jurisdictions, and both have been transferred to Louisiana. Ozturk engaged in activities in support of Hamas, a Department of Homeland Security spokesperson said Wednesday in a statement, without specifically specifying what his alleged activities were. So basically, she wrote a paper that basically was negative towards
Israel
killing 50,000, mostly men, mostly women and children in Gaza. So now she's not for America. We need to get her out of our country because free speech does not pertain to people with visas. You know what I mean? It barely pertains to us in this country anymore. If you really want to talk about it.
But the thing is, they rounded her up because she talked bad about another foreign nation. The one we just talked about earlier, folks. She didn't say anything bad about America. She talked about Israel, and they arrested her for it in America. Now, one thing is, she's not from here. You know what I'm saying? So she should just be keeping her mouth shut and keeping a low profile. I said what I said.
I don't believe that at all.
You're here on a visa. You don't have the same rights as the rest of us, and they're showing you that. This is America for some of us.
This has never been a thing right here. This has never been a thing at all.
It is now. I told you. This is the new norm. All right. All that old stuff, all that freedom of speech and freedom of rally and protest. And the Constitution's out the window. You just saw what happened when these people were leaking. They were using Signal to send military attacks, you know what I'm saying, on foreign countries. And no one took any blame for it. Nobody was fired. This is the new norm. The rules don't apply to the rich that have the money. Absolutely. The rules only apply to us peasants and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And so until we realize that and we actually revolt as a people, this is the new norm. They're going to, especially people, if you have a visa and you're here supposed to go to school, they can take that from you. They don't have to give you a reason. There's no oversight anymore. There's nobody to come back. I mean, they're about to shut the courts down from even messing with anything that they do. We're not even 60 days, my peoples. We're not even 60 days.
It's all bad.
How much can you take? I mean, I'm looking at it now. People are resisting. You're resisting. Keep resisting. How much can you resist before they finally break us? Yeah, what's going to have to happen before you realize, damn, it's over?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's really we're at a point right now. If we saw the video, like it just looked like these people were just, they didn't have. If it was me, I'd have been nervous. I'd be like, what's going on? I think somebody's trying to rob me or someone's trying to kidnap me. The way they walked up on her, they just plain clothes, hoodies on. You know what I mean? Like just a bunch of, this is what they're doing now. It's like they put that picture out, that little meme picture of the of an actual woman who got arrested. I guess she had sold drugs before in the country, got kicked out. Okay, yeah. But the fact of the matter is they put it on their page, but the person who's arresting her is like your average white guy looking with the little hunter hat on. Look, this is what the images that they want to portray of this country. These people here are the ones on the White House
on the official White House Twitter page.
Yeah, I mean, so this is what they want to portray, that the white guys will come and get whoever in this country of color and kick them out. This is what they're portraying to the world. This is what they want us to see. This is the imagery that they're trying to play out. And so this is Marco Rubio goes on to talk about the girl like, hey, we don't care. You know, I mean, if you were to you said it best. You were like, basically, you know, if he said basically if a person speaks negative, they would have told us they were going to speak negative about Israel before they got here, then we'd have never let them in. But if you do it while you're here, we don't care. We're coming to kick you out. You know, if they speak negative about Israel, like what is this a common theme here where they keep on trying to defend this foreign country, just this one. They don't want to defend Greenland. They don't want to defend our Euro allies. They don't want to defend
you can even talk bad about Ukraine. You can talk all you want. You can be pro-Russian all you want. But this one country, for some reason, if you say something bad about it, they'll destroy your whole life here in America.
Yeah, and I mean, no, that's not like they didn't act like when the whole protests were going on in colleges. Make them show their faces. Tell them they can't wear masks. You know what I mean? Why is the fact that make them show their faces, tell them they can't wear masks, and then trying to get rid of diversity, trying to get rid of you know, basically any laws to state that you cannot discriminate against anyone for what they do here. That's just, it all goes along these same lines.
There's 38 states in America that signed promissory notes saying they would never talk bad about Israel. 38 states. I mean, in America.
We better act like we know what AIPAC is. We better act like we understand who runs our country. It's not just this is through corruption. This is through bribery. This is through blackmail. Everyone knows this stuff. This is all the Mossad. All this stuff is just real things that we know about. You know, like we know that who these people really are, but for some reason they have such a grip on our country, and none of us will even. None of our people in the office will speak bad about them. They need them half of the time to even get elected. What they do, run $30 million against was that Corey or something Bowman, whatever his name was, and Bowman over in New York, and then against Corey Bush over in St. Louis. They $15 million against her in the primary, in a Democratic primary. Spent that much.
Too. Yeah, they did a lot.
Come on, I mean, it's out of line, man. We're at a point. We have to keep on talking about this, and I think the rest of the world needs to really try to sit back and understand what's happening here. Look at what these are monsters, man. They bombed and killed. There's an image I just saw today of basically an encampment in Gaza. Just a bunch of people who were in an encampment. This is supposed to be a safe area that was bombed. They just dropped the bomb on it. Boom. I'm watching kids, man. These are monsters that we're dealing with here. And if we don't do something about it soon, they already run the world mostly. They run most of the world, most of it. You know what I mean? Like we got to look at them for who they really are and quit playing games and quit being scared of being called anti-Semitic. I don't even want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Call me anti-Semitic all you want to. I'm against people killing kids.
And you really got to be Semitic for me to be anti-against you. I'm just saying.
Exactly, because I don't think most of those guys are. In reality, most of you come from Europe. Most of you, what is it called? Ask it something. You're not really from that area. So let's quit pretending. Your name's not even Bibi Netanyahu. It's not even Netanyahu. It's something totally different. You changed it to that. It sound like you were more of a Jew. That's a fact. So let's be real.
We revoked her visa. It's an F1 visa, I believe. We revoked it, and here's why. And I'll say it again. I said it everywhere. Let me be abundantly clear, okay? If you go apply for a visa right now, anywhere in the world, let me just send this message out. If you apply for a visa to enter the United States and be a student, and you tell us that the reason why you're coming to the United States is not just because you want to write op-eds, but because you want to participate in movements that are involved in doing things like vandalizing universities, harassing students, taking over buildings, creating a ruckus, we're not going to give you a visa. If you lie to us and get a visa and then enter the United States and with that visa participate in that sort of activity, we're going to take away your visa. And once you've lost your visa, you're no longer legally in the United States, and we have a right, like every country in the world has a right, to remove you from our country. So it's just that simple. I think it's crazy. I think it's stupid for any country in the world to welcome people into their country that are going to go to your universities as visitors. They're visitors. And say, I'm going to your universities to start a riot. I'm going to your universities to take over a library and harass people. I don't care what movement you're involved in. Why would any country in the world allow people to come and disrupt? Now, we gave you a visa to come and study and get a degree, not to become a social activist that tears up our university campuses. And if we've given you a visa and then you decide to do that, we're going to take it away. I encourage every country to do that, by the way, because I think it's crazy to invite students into your country that are coming onto your campus and destabilizing it. We're just not going to have it. So we'll revoke your visa, and once your visa is revoked, you're illegally in the country and you have to leave. Every country in the world has a right to decide who comes in as a visitor and who doesn't. If you invite me into your home because you say, I want to come to your house for dinner, and I go to your house and I start putting mud on your couch and spray painting your kitchen, I bet you're going to kick me out. Well, we're going to do the same thing if you come into the United States as a visitor and create a ruckus for us. We don't want it. We don't want it in our country. Go back and do it in your country. But you're not going to do it in our country.